You know, I often find myself in awe at how much progress has been made in my lifetime alone. I'm not talking about progress as in moving forward with the aid of technology and understanding, but progress in the form of the stampede towards the New World Order and its removal of liberties and the ever-tightening circle of control in our lives. Was it really less than a generation ago we thought nothing of leaving our front doors unlocked, excepted when we had made a mistake and strove to make sure we didn't repeat it? And used our imaginations as kids playing with only sticks in the dirt? Voicing such things to the current generation leads to a pointed finger and taunts such as, "Look at grumpy old grandpa, clothed in his jacket made of finest nostalgia and his magical ill-fitting trousers of reminiscence." Or perhaps they would say that if there was any imagination left to this generation. What you actually get is a half-hearted "whatever" from the youth staring into the black mirror of many deceptions, now with added irradiation. Anyway, as a gentleman dressed as I am in this mantle of sentimentality, please bear with me as I finish up my digressing and head towards the actual topic here. There was a time, not so long ago, when people understood the law of the land. If someone broke that law, they could be ostracized or brought before a jury of their peers to answer to their crime. Today, though, there are so many potential ways to commit a crime it's impossible to actually say with any certainty that you're innocent of ever breaking one. Even the most law-abiding citizen you've ever met has probably sung "Happy Birthday to You" in a crowd. And clap, 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 clap 'em in irons. Copyright violation. Ridiculous, huh? But ignorance is apparently no defense. That phrase seems ludicrous now, with even lawyers having to specialize in a court such as family law, because there are so many statutes and legalities in that area alone. The only people that can even try to protect themselves are the lawyers, with access to millions of legal documents and precedents. They can research everything before moving on or saying anything at all, as long as looking up laws is not against the law. You know, I met a lawyer once who told me there was a time when a lawyer acting on your behalf would stand at the end of the case with his back to you and his hand open behind his back. Then you would put in the payment you thought was worthy of their effort. Seems fairer, doesn't it? The wig was for some form of anonymity, as they would all look similar, and so were less likely to be accosted by an angry defendant. Of course, if you were displeased with the service, you wouldn't pay much, and with their back to you and the wig on, if you were found guilty and carted off, it was less likely you would ever remember what they looked like. He assured me this is where the phrase "backhander" came from, to mean a bribe. I couldn't find the confirmation of this online, though, but I don't doubt it. So now, what happens if a particular law is never revoked? Can you be taken away for that? I believe there's still a law in place, for instance, in Connecticut that states it's illegal to walk backwards after sunset. And another in England from the time where automobiles were a novelty, where if a horse was too nervous to pass the machine in a laneway, the driver had to disassemble the vehicle piece by piece, placing each part in tall grass so as to disguise it, and keep doing this until the animal would pass. Imagine enforcing that one today. The current system of laws and statutes are, I believe, ridiculous. They are ever expanding and it seems never repealed. Of course, they should be done away with and replaced with a simpler structure that everyone can safely say they have no ignorance of. By stripping it all away back to the core of common law, with access to a jury of peers, I don't think there's much that could harm another human either physically, emotionally, or monetarily without recourse. After all, isn't that the reason for laws in the first place? This means, of course, that society can start to police themselves again, with upstanding, well-respected members being the added peacekeepers we so sorely need back on the beat. Everyone would have no uncertainty of right and wrong and be free of the thievery of a whole week's wages for being 3 kilometers per hour over the speed limit. But hey, I'm just a groovy guy with a nice coat and special trousers. What do you think?